Listen, everybody over there is going to be what? An architect. And architects design buildings for who? Wealthy people.
Well,
they're not going to design anything for anybody like us. And those kids, they know it. So they say, what the hell do I need to know them for? They poor.
There's not one of us who would let one of our children spend a week there, much less grow up in conditions like that. We wouldn't do it. We just wouldn't allow it to happen. But yet, for some reason, we continue to look the other way.
The reality check is that the world is not going to look like Dubai. It's going to look like Lagos, Nigeria, right? And when we're spending most of our education teaching most of the architects to design some god-awful, horrible building in the middle of the desert, when they should actually be designing, adequate and affordable housing for 90% of the planet, there's a big disconnect.
The way studio is taught today at all the major universities, those are all theoretical projects. They're not realistically based. And the real studio is real in itself. It's not a representation of reality, it is reality.
Right there's a sink.
What, what's all in my hand?
It has.
Okay.
And then right in here is where the hot water heater will be. And your electric box, it's right there right now, will get moved over and be in here. So
I know it, bless
if you ever blow a fuse listening to your radio too loud,
Lord.
you come in here and flip it.
That's it.
I don't believe that architecture is about making a better world. To me, architecture is something that challenges people, challenges what they want, challenges their idea of what comfort is, challenges their perspective on how they could live.
Architecture is very influential. We spend most all of our time in architecture. We have the responsibility to use our skills to make people's lives better, and not just the rich people that hire us to do stuff, but everybody's.
I get some criticism that I'm taking advantage of poor folks. They can criticize all they want. Come on down. You can come on down and see. And if I guarantee you, nobody leaves there without a smile on their face.
Sambo dying was such a shock to us all. But we have had the opportunity to take these sort of community juggernauts on. I think Sambo would have changed it up in that way. I mean, where else would he have taken it? So if you start kind of looking over your shoulder too much and start being conservative and start being institutionalized, then we've died. Then I shut the doors. I'd rather go out with a bang.
Those students, they are going to contribute. I don't have any doubt that they're going to contribute something wonderful back to the profession and back to making this a better place, a better world. And I believe that the Rural Studio fosters that sort of idealism. And once you go to the Rural Studio and you get a chance to experience not only designing it on paper, but getting it built and have the pleasure of people coming in and really admiring what you've done and are appreciative of what you've done, that's a great feeling. And you can't replace it. And once you've had that, you're a snake bit after that. I mean, the passion's going to be there, and it may stay latent for a while. It may be 20 years before we hear from these students, but it'll come back.